trendsetter, I got style.
Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Came for my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, and play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Came for my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. I'm on my job, I get it done, but you should know that. Shine like a sun of 101, you should know that. I get the front and in the back, you should know that. No need to stun, it's never cap, you should know that. All I know, 10 toes, never fold, bang roll, on the go, ice wall, ice wall, ice wall. Came for my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, and play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Came for my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. I miss my baby, so I hit them on the FaceTime. I need it all for them, so no, I cannot waste time. Facing these oceans, feel the water on my waistline. We trust the process and I only know it takes time. You can get it, got no worries, I'm gon' make mine. Going global, I'ma get it out the state lines. Paying taxes at a more than what you make now. Different bracket, eating off a different plate now. For my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, and play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. For my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in.
Click, clack, charge, stack, bagging up them profits. Live stream flowing, keyboard slamming, never stop it. Tradesharpe on the rise, make them Wall Street nervous. Big account, buying lobsters at that lavish surface. Cash flow quick, lobsters in the mix. True hustle on display, never miss a click. Dollar signs, live streams, making waves. In the market game, riding highlight trades. Crypto, Forex, indices all aligned. Tradesharpe stunning, pockets full, feeling fine. Few account climbing, gains up in the skies. Every trader banger, never seeing demise. Cash flow quick, lobsters in the mix. True hustle on display, never miss a click. Dollar signs, live streams, making waves. In the market game, riding highlight trades. Crypto, Forex, indices all aligned. Tradesharpe stunning, pockets full, feeling fine. View account climbing, gains up in the skies. Every trader banging, never seeing demise. Cash flow quick, lobsters in the mix. True hustle on display, never miss a click. Dollar signs, live streams, making waves. In the market game, riding highlight trades. Got that Midas touch, turning trades to gold. Fans watching all, stories being told. Broker fees, no bother, wealth and ride to fold. Tradesharpe, living large, lobsters never cold. Cash flow quick, lobsters in the mix. True hustle on display, never miss a click. Dollar signs, live streams, making waves. In the market game, riding highlight trades.
Good morning, good morning. Yes, sir, yes, sir. Hope everyone is well. Happy Monday. Let me see how most systems go. This thing does look like it's working here, and yeah, let's get it. Today is Trump Day, as I'm going to call it. Trump is coming into office today, and bank holiday in US, but we'll see what goes on for London here. Never traded a Trump Day, so it's going to be interesting to see. Some wildness I expect, maybe during NY. I don't know what to expect here, and I'm excited to see how the market reacts, because any type of big reaction is going to lead into opportunity after that reaction, right? Because if that reaction was based off of nothing, we could retrace it, etc., etc. So it's exciting either way. If nothing happens, it doesn't change anything, right? So all scenarios were basically protected here, but let's have a look at the calendar. Nevertheless, we did go over this on our webinar. That's why it's highlighted. We're starting off here with Monday. So as I said, bank holiday, nothing really except, World Economic Forum annual meetings. Super positive optimism behind USD, but that's not a fundamental. We'll see. Yeah, but the question, yeah, you're right. The question is, do we see that start to dump gold, or do we see that fade out? Because we've had a huge rally on the USD and we start to see it fade out a little bit. Who knows? We'll see. But it should be interesting nevertheless. So tomorrow we have a little bit of claiming count change, and then we have CAD CPI. That can affect gold. CAD CPI, I have seen it. And then we have a bit of unemployment claims, and then we have big news basically on Friday here. Friday is where we have our JPY, and our Euro news. So DAX trading is going to be a little bit hard on Friday here, because we have a lot of Euro news back to back, 12:15, 12:30, 1 p.m. And then GBP is at 1:30. So it's possible to trade before, but I've actually seen maybe now 5 of these news events and looked at them very, very closely, the PMIs, and price action is generally crap before. So, but that's not till Friday. Good thing is that JPY should be in the morning. Yeah, should be in the morning here, and they're expecting a rate reduction here. Yeah, they're expecting a rate reduction, which I don't think they've been scheduling here. Bank of Japan poised to raise rates in highest in 17 years. Expected to raise interest rates on Friday. That's interesting, but then this should be not minus 0.5. Oh, maybe that means 0.5. I don't know why they put a little arrow. You never know what this arrow means, because this should be 0.25. They want to raise to 0.5. It's not minus. It can't be minus. No, they're not. I know it's less than, but they're not negative interest rates still. They have gone into positive. So if they increase the rates to 0.5, this can't be less than. Then that's the most it could be. I guess so. I guess maybe the JPY, would need to research into this, doesn't have maybe like a full fixed one, right? Yeah, the Japanese Bank of Japan is pretty cowboy, if you ask me, to be honest. Because in US, they give a range, right? They say, 2.25 to 2.5, right? They give a range like that. That's what I noticed. So maybe this is their way of doing it. But press conference, if you do remember, sometimes this press conference happens during London, which is a little bit annoying. Enz is in Dubai. Yeah, he is. Why is it? Where's his camera on or something? So yeah, let's see what's gonna happen with that. But that's not till later on in the week. Otherwise, pretty clean, to be honest. Nothing we have to worry about. Just today is Trump Day, so let's see what happens. So start off with the analysis here on GJ. We start off here on weekly time frame. Weekly time frame coming from a strong weekly support. We've seen weekly lows being found in the past year. This weekly low found, and of course around the area where other weekly lows. We've not closed above previous support, so where we are right now could be a retest zone if this wants to flip. We are still closing bearish. Sells could still be an option here, and a lot of people are going to try buy out this zone, but structure has been very, very bearish, right? Structure has been extremely bearish, and this doesn't mean that we're going to reverse. We need to see signs of structure changing, because all this could be is another higher low, right? Lower high, sorry. We could pop up here to retest somewhere around these zones and end up coming down towards these supports. Or if we start to see the changes of structure on 4 hour, which we're trying to build right now. I spoke about this level yesterday in the webinar about price closing above this level. We haven't closed anything yet above, but if we do, it starts to give the opportunity at least to fill this candle and then ask the question of, okay, what happens next here? What can we see next in price? Are we able to continue and start to break structures up here? So that would be a good sign. Just the formation we're doing where we dip down and now try to come out is a little bit more bullish. We do have, believe it or not, a bullish bias today. So even though structure has been extremely bearish, bias is bullish, and that means buys are going to make sense. As GJ has been doing recently, we've kind of pushed up during, you know, Asian here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles we're working on back-to-back bullish, no pullbacks. We've just ran into this resistance. If we bring back drawings, would like to show you the drawings from the 4-hour time frame and make sure I have everything sorted. So weekly, monthly support I'm going to keep there. I'm going to count it all together. This is all fine. 4-hour support I don't need to mark now since I'm only looking for buys, so I'm trying to get price to go up here. 1 hour is perfect. 30-minute here is correct. It's the same as the weekly, monthly support. And then 15 should be the same. Yeah, so 15 looks the same. What I would love to see is maybe some sort of liquidity grab would be ideal here. And then buys above 662 makes sense. But the only thing that sucks for us is we're buying exactly the top of the range. All of our rejections have actually come from these areas here. So I really rather be buying to this range here, not buying at the top of the range here, especially around that 4-hour resistance, which is somewhere here. So it would be a lot better. It would be, I mean, this is not the biggest range here. Let's have a measure of what we're looking at here. It's only 17 pips, and if you get a deep close, something like that, what are we looking like? This would be about 12 pips here. So you're kind of like hoping to get to break even before it potentially pulls back, because if you think about market positioning, we're kind of high up here. So would prefer liquidity grab. That would be the one. That would be the one that give us opportunity. If not, maybe we can see a nice little setup for fake out and then take the fake out trade. So we need to see how price action develops in this zone. If this closes straight continuation, not too interested in it, because it's just not worth it without knowing, you know, with the small ranges here. So preferably we want to buy to the highs, not buy at the highs, right? That's kind of how it is. So yeah, let's have a look at gold here. Bought any of the Trump coin? Man, I was sleeping during that time. For all of us Europeans and for people in Dubai, it happened overnight. So it was extremely early for me or extremely late for them. And it was super annoying, because when I checked it, it was around like already a 3 billion market cap. Yeah, even if I bought in at 3 billion, I would have doubled my money. I would have been able to double my money, but still, I mean, you know, you want the big one, the big one. When it just launched, there was a lot of confusion. There was a lot of confusion with people thinking it was a scam and stuff like this, you know. So that's how it was. That's how it was. So interesting to see that. What about Milena? No, I played with some other Trump-based coins, not Milena coin. I played with some other Trump-based coins. Just to quickly get like a 50%, 180% double as well. So just played like that. I'm looking now. I'm just looking for the moonshot. Would you have bought Trump if you were at the chart at the right time? 100%, man. No doubt about that. You know, I have people who are looking at that, who are abroad, right? They were watching Trump at 200 million market cap. It went to about, I think it's at like 6 billion at one point, 6 billion market cap. They were looking at it 200 million. So that's all hyped, man. That's some crazy thing. 400 millionaires were made. 400 plus millionaires were made with that. So let's talk about gold here on the other hand. So gold's very interesting. As we can see, weekly time frame approaching weekly resistance. Daily time frame at daily resistance is the third time we are rejecting. We did close the daily bearish, but we are trying to push up here. 4 hours trying to create a bearish high, a bullish, sorry, candle here, but we are still in the lower high, lower low levels. As I said earlier on, if we lose this level down here at 692, yeah, I can see the sells. But if we just range in here today, we could just range in this spot till Trump news comes out. We'll have to see how price reacts to that. That's going to be new to me. I'm not sure how volume is going to be on gold. So far, volume's been good. What do we do now? Well, we've had a push during Asian here. I think Asian, there was some pretty juicy setups. even this candle close above here looks all right. This one here should be 5-minute structure in there. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty nice. So this would be your only option in Asian, close above there to get to here, see what happens here. If it rejects here, I think you'd be in profits by, let's see. It's about 35 pips to there and about 25. Yeah, you can, that's enough. Yeah, so we're pushing up right now through the ranges here. This is pretty simple for me. It is mixed bias today technically. So with mixed bias today, where would I look for sells? Because sells could still play out. I'm still open, especially this push up first, you know, it's a little bit fishy. So sells, we would need a change of structure. We need to see price do a nice little change of structure to get sells back down. Otherwise, we're looking for sells below 703. For the buys, this is why I need a change of structure, because at the same time, we could just continue this bullish pressure. And what we would see is we would see the pullback come. Everyone takes sells in the first pullback, thinking that they're catching the top. It's possible they might get away with it. But then we form support, which leads for the setup 2, which then you realize, I should have taken buys. And it makes a lot more sense when you see from the morning, price has just been pushing up, right? So I don't want to be caught in that type of scenario. That is why if I'm going to look for sells, I want to see a small change of structure. What I mean by that is maybe a candle close bearish, the next one close bullish, and then close below. That's going to give me confidence that the bullish candle that tried to go up failed. So this is something I want to see for sell, which we could have from here. Now, for the buy, setup 2s are very simple here. If we get a nice little pullback, lead us into some sort of buy options, that would work. But we'll see what happens. GJ and gold are both in the same scenario where we pushed at a bit of highs at the moment. Let's see what DAX is doing. So DAX, obviously a monumental breakout we've had the other day here. Absolute monster breakout, and we're very, very lucky to capitalize off all of these moves, and that we have to account to just understanding price action and following price action. I mean, it's great. It's great that we were able to capitalize this, and you know, it's cool. It's very, very nice to see this type of volume in January on something like DAX. So we have another key level at about 50 here. So just leave that there. Today, what are we looking like? Well, I don't need to show you weekly day. Everything's bullish. Everything's bullish. Weekly bullish, daily bullish, you name it, everything's pointing up. But the 4-hour candle has actually closed bullish. So we are fully bullish by a session. Even pre-session, we managed to close bullish here. So everything is still pointed up for the moment. We have actually closed above, which is nice, and then faked out. So this is exactly what we want to see pre-session. Liquidity grabs, catching out the early buyers before the actual volume comes in. So if we're going to see buys today, we obviously have all-time high breakout, but it's always nicer to try catch it earlier to get to these highs and then see what's up. So just mark this as a 15. Yeah, it's looking like above that little notch there. Something like this for buys. 906. See what that says on 30. 1 hour. I wish this little pause was not here, because price, if it really wants to reverse today, it can do this, right? So it's just dependent today. Like when we're, see guys, I'll tell you, this is how it works. When we're buying in the range, it's a risk that we could make a lower high, right? When we buy the breakout, it's kind of like confirming that we're breaking out. But we're a little bit far from the breakout. It's not like we're consolidating somewhere here. We're pretty deep. So there is a lot of room. Let's say how much room there is. There is about like, you know, 35 points here. So we're going to see. We're going to see how price forms. But I'm bullish, man. I'm not going to be the first person to sell here. Maybe 15 pips we can give up for more confirmation. It's all going to depend on closes. That's how DAX works. But my initial plan is maybe above here for buys to get to this resistance, see what's up. If we can push through, happy days. If not, breakout buys. I'm not interested in selling yet. The reason I'm not interested in selling is everything is pointing bullish, would go against my rules regardless what I do. Someone earlier on asked which provider am I using for DAX. I am using Forex.com. Key level on DAX, I thought it was every 100. Every 100 is major key level, but every 50 is a key level, yeah. I mean, even you could even say that every 10 is technically a key level, like on gold, right? 10, 10, 10 should be a key level. But I'm not noticing DAX react too much of it. I mean, let's say where this wick came from. yeah, 28, you know, like it should have done it on 30 if it was, you know. So that's how it is. That's how it is. We do have a 15 close below the 4-hour support on DAX, yeah, but it's just a 15-minute support below 4-hour support, right? It's not, we don't look at daily and look at 4-hour. It's that close, this close here. I should not be the first person to sell, regardless if today goes down, you know, regardless, right? So I don't want to be the guy that takes a sell and then for the rest of the day it goes up and you hesitate to take the buys, you know, or even worse, you take a sell and then you take a buy. You take a sell, you lose the sell, you take a buy to follow your original plan, you lose the buy, and you're in a double loss day. Where if you just stick to one idea with the buys and you lose one buy, it's okay. It's not going to damage your whole week like that. Trying, and then because you tell yourself, I was stupid to take the sells, then I forced myself into the buys because that was my original plan, and that's kind of like how you mess yourself up quick, right? Especially then if you start going in again and again and again. So that's the plan here on DAX. It's not really a complex plan. Very simple, just 2 lines on the chart, and that's all we need. Sometimes simple stupid is exactly what we want, and is actually where the most money is going to be made. So let's see what's happened. We're having a pump in the market right now. Bitcoin just had a massive rocket right now. So something is coming in here. That's a 5% move back to all-time highs, right? Back to all-time highs. Almost. We're very close. All-time high was about 8,490. We've just topped out at 7, almost 8. So very close. Let's see what Sebi's done here. Took this early on. Okay, yeah, that's valid, this one. Yeah, B level there. This is valid. Just early. What time? I need to see what time. After the liquidity grab, very juicy after the liquidity grab. That I agree with. When I see a liquidity grab like that, it's an entry for sure. So I think, is this causing gold to pump as well? It is causing gold to pump as well. That's very interesting, gold and Bitcoin. So risk on assets. I wonder if stock market is pumping with it as well. Not really. Little bit, but obviously it's harder to move a stock market. But we can see everything is aligned. Stock market pumping, gold pumping, everything up. Trump pump. I need to change the title to not Trump Day. I'm gonna change it to Trump pump. So yeah, maybe I should change the title to Trump pump. Maybe tomorrow we continue the Trump pump. But let's see what happens with price, right? We can't go chasing butterflies, as I call it, trying to buy highs, because the time you buy it, you get it wrong. So that's how it is. So yeah, that's the analysis. Hope you guys enjoyed the analysis. Let's see what happens today. Gonna be an interesting day nevertheless. Trump inauguration day, and we're gonna see what happens here. So make sure you leave a like on the stream. You guys know the drill. 350 of us in here. Appreciate everyone showing up. We can do at least 100 likes. I would appreciate that. Check out the new video that I posted yesterday, guys. Make sure to check that out. Leave a comment. I'm reading all comments and replying to comments. Don't leave anything sus. Let me see your comments. Leave a like. I think, how many likes we have? I think we have less likes on this video than we have in this. So new all time just made. I think it did. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, it did for sure. Wow. I don't know who's causing this, but what a pump. Oof. That's some crazy volume, huh? Look at the 1 minute, guys. Have you seen this shit, man? Look at the 1 minute. Man, 110 coming soon. Who's putting someone? This is a big buy, man. This is a big buy. Big buy. You know how much money this takes to do it like this? This scares me, because either this is liquidity for someone to dump price, or this is gonna be the start of it. 110k is so close, guys. 110. 10k extra just like that. Good morning. For DAX, which provider you use? I use Forex.com. Owanda's 4-hour candle is off. Look, people short running this 110k, right? Taking profits just before, because probably a lot of people have limit sell orders at this look, and now people are capitalizing, trying to get out their orders. This is all leverage trading. He could say something. Who's that? Very, very grateful to be part of crypto. This is like where I started, and to see it at this stage now is insane. You know, it's insane. It's insane. You find something, you like follow through with it, and then you just stick to it for time. It takes time. It's like almost 7 years. Almost 7 years. Like late 2018, I've been looking into crypto. You know, 2019 started focusing. First big buys in 2020. Then 5 years later, it's at 110k. It's insane. We'll have to check like a crypto exchange what's causing this pump. But yeah, strong. Ethereum also finally moving. Ethereum lagging, man. Ethereum's been very laggy. Solana is on the... Solana is stealing the show, man. Solana is stealing the show. Big up Solana, man. Big up Solana. What do you think about XRP? I don't like XRP. To trade it, it's possible, but for investing, I don't like it. Check this out, man. Check this out. We see the same pullback on... isn't that interesting? The same pullback we have on Bitcoin, we're having on gold. I would really love to know how that's working, you know? Like, who's doing this would be amazing. I mean, it won't affect anything. I mean, like, they could let me know. I would just be intrigued myself, because look, we get this fat pullback on gold here. Same fat pullback happening in Bitcoin as well. So it's like, yeah, these are both risk on assets, you know, and obviously Bitcoin is the digital gold, you could say. But the question is, like, someone's buying freaking both? You know? Or is it two different parties? Like, one party follows someone investing heavy in Bitcoin and knows as a result gold will pump because people are trying to copy that same trade into gold. So then when they start taking profits on Bitcoin, they front run it with gold and they follow together. It's just extremely interesting to understand, or to try find out what would be causing that. Good profits to take some profits off Bitcoin. As it goes up, you scale out. As it goes down, you scale in. That's the rules. All right, you just keep it simple like that. I've always kept it simple, worked the best. Especially if you've been in for a long time, you know, you can't be greedy and stuff like this. There's so much. I mean, at the end of the day, trading meme coins is fun, you know, but I would trade meme coins to either, I don't know, if I need to buy something, or just accumulate more Bitcoin. Bitcoin, the new base currency, hence correlation between gold and BTC. Yeah, but this two people are taking the same trade, right? We're seeing the same trade being replicated into gold as well, which is extremely interesting. GJ is not, but GJ is a safe haven asset, so money going into the yen right now. We blasted through our zone in one candle here. You see that? One candle, we've gone from the zone we're looking to take buys. So in this, you can't really do much. I think maybe just everyone's super bullish on the whole crypto space as a whole. because yeah, probably, or two groups of people pushing for deep correlation. Yes, probably. People are just overall bullish because I mean even Trump got listed on freaking Robinhood, man. What did you take? Let's have a look. Oops, double thing. Okay, so you had this level here. This would be good, but there's a level in between that you can't ignore that level. So this level here can be problems. So long term, taking this trade might find you issues if you were to reject this level. Now, the only thing I could say is maybe on a 1 hour time frame, if you took this, should have been your entry. I'm not at the charts at this time, nor am I at the charts basically at this time. This is, yeah, still 10:15. It's early. But this is going to be a long-term trade where you might struggle a bit. So if you're going to take this type of trade, this was the best option to take it. Break of 1 hour high, stop loss below 1 hour, back inside range. It's actually a very powerful trade, this one right here, because you have space to the weekly, monthly support, and you have continuation to the 1 hour high. There's nothing obstructing on a 1 hour. This is the proper trade. This one's very good. Entry here, stop loss below the 1 hour candle low, and check, it's back inside of the range. Your idea was right, the direction you're looking for was right. It's just that execution, this is a situation there that could happen in long term where you take that same trade, you have everything right. Your analysis was right to look for buys today. You were looking for trades in clean zones, but the spot of execution causes you to lose the trade, and that's an annoying day because probably what will happen is you might get stopped out and still it continues in your direction. I wonder if Trump could make bull market last longer than just this year. I wonder. But he definitely will have an impact. He will push us into a cycle now. Or he already has. Like if people are saying like we're already in the cycle. You know? MicroStrategy alone bought enough supply for the coming 3 to 4 years. Bro, these guys are a bubble waiting to explode, man. It's insane what they're doing with their post-dated bond stuff. What's plan in GJ? Well, right now, since we pushed through the zone, would be structure and close above. We'd look for, I guess, a breakout trade right now. We've pushed so much. Not even a 30-minute candle pullback. It's not healthy, but that would be the only option, is taking a breakout trade. But we need some sort of structure from that. I'm not going to be the guy buying the highs and getting screwed. I mean, even though that would be me, because that's the only way to get in. But I need some sort of structure to do that. I don't care if it starts pushing like that. That's not my move. That's a move where I don't have probabilities. Trump is huge pro-crypto. He is. It is, but imagine if other institutions start buying big supply shock. Yeah, but there's a lot of Bitcoin floating about. Like I have a friend who I spoke to. He deals in Bitcoin transactions, and bro, he does transactions of like 1,000 Bitcoin. You know, 500 Bitcoin average transaction. You know, so there's a shit ton of that. I mean, 1,000 Bitcoin just floating around in people's wallets. It's nuts. Man, I will only make 69 if I bought Trump at 29 and sell at the top. Yeah, but you have to realize that it's not only about making 69. It's because you would have invested how much, bro. It's about how much you invest into that asset. It's like opening a 0.01 lot and we catch the same move. I make $1,000 and you know, I make $1,000 and you make $1. It's the same trade, but you put a smaller lot size. $100 worth of Trump coin? Yeah, I mean, $100 worth of Trump coin, of course, you do the calculation, right? I think Trump coin only, if you bought it at 29, I think we reached a high of 55 on Trump coin. I'm not sure. So, of course, that's not a 2x. 80, we reach 80, damn. 78, damn. So 29 to 78, that's not 69 profit, it's a little bit more. A little bit more, a little bit more. DAX slowly trying to creep up here. We have, of course, Frankfurt Open already been open right now. 1 hour did close bearish for Frankfurt Open. One thing I'd love to see actually is all the trades we took at Frankfurt Open. What was 1 hour candle saying at that time? Frankfurt Open candle. So I'd love to see that. So this shows at the 10 a.m. candle. So let's have a look. 10 a.m. candle was doji. Was bullish the time we took it before. Was bullish. So this is interesting. This is something good to note. Every time the 10 a.m. candle was bullish, it's where it gave the good pushes. Or doji. Right? Doji, this you could consider something not too weak looking. Compared to today, this is definitely a stronger bearish candle close. Right? So this is going to be something different. Something different, right? And these small details can make a difference when you're looking at where to take buys in ranges, out of ranges, etc. Yeah, pretty insane volume overall. Look at the rejection here on gold, huh? Wow. We need it. So it's not a bad thing. We definitely need it. Do you use psychological levels? I do, yes. Harry, is Trump coin good to hold long term? I doubt it. I think there'll be a big capitulation at some point. At some point, someone has to sell, right? Well, people will sell, and as soon as that capitulates, people will panic and start to take profits. Let's go see what type of people are holding this. Let's see, holders, 800,000 holders. See what people made. Are you fucking kidding me? 32 million. Yeah, you'd want to see this coin come back to around the 29s. This could be good to trade. I will look to trade this. There's some big buys coming in right now. 6,000. But they're buying late. This was a great buy here. But again, fucking 1:45 a.m. man. US. Do you use Bullex to trade meme coins? Bullex is good to trade meme coins. But to be honest, I'm it's enough for me to just use Radium. You know? Just put token address Radium, boom, done. It's pretty fast. But this could be good. If it comes back here. Easy to manage this trade as well. Nice little 2x. Yeah, ape like what, 4 or 5k. 2x make 5k. Yeah, it's worth it. Especially, and then if anything gets below here, below this wick, you only lose what, 15%? I mean, in trading terms, 15% is nuts, but in crypto, it's a walk in the park, man. Yo, someone just bought $200,000 worth of Trump coin. Man is not sleeping tonight, man. $200,000 buy just went in, and look at price not even flinch. Yo. That's a little house there. He just put his house on it. Hopefully not. This guy just sold. Look at that. This guy bought 200,000. This guy just sold 200,000. Let's go see this guy, man. We can maybe see his trade he took. We can go find his trade he took. Let's see. Where's that big transaction? I don't think it's loaded yet. Maybe he bought early, bro. Looks like he bought early. Maybe it was this 10 soul buy or something. This guy has a nice portfolio, huh? $600,000 USDC. He's put $46,000 in Malena. Nine hours ago he bought Malena. So let's go see how he's doing on Malena. Let's go see 9 hours ago how he's doing on Malena. 9 hours ago. What time is it now? 11:32. Wow. That's a great buy. He got in here. He was early on it. Again, I'm sleeping at that time, 2 a.m. Fee fun, guys. Fee fun. So he's 2x. He put 20k. Man, he has 600k. He put only 20k in Malena. This guy needs to go all in, bro. But I like it. He's playing safer, this guy. Playing safer. Fee fun. Guys, don't sleep. Don't sleep. No time to relax when playing with meme coins. I lose so much sleep. Yeah. You have to. Baron coin next. It's already been made. Lock it in, Harry. Why are you sleeping? Well, if I miss stream one day, you guys know what happened. I was up trading meme coins. You don't need that type of sweat at that time of night, you know? Imagine, like, your worst nightmare is to fall asleep after investing like 8, 9, 10k. Wake up to find that shit dumped and you're down, but during your sleep it pumped 400%. It's like, oh my god. Muscles won't recover trading meme coin. Fact, bro. Ruins everything. Sleep hygiene is all ruined. Harry, have any something for trading crypto? Yeah, but you need to be extremely fast, brother. You need to be fast. The meme coins space moves very quick, man. If you're not in, you're not in, you know? If you think some positions we take are fast, times that by 100. That's how fast meme space is. Scanning and all of this, you have to be active on Twitter, following wallets, following developers, seeing what it's made on, following where the wallets are moving. That it's very, very, very intense, you know. I'm not able to sleep if I have open position. No, if I have open position, very easy for me to sleep because I have SL in place. If you're trading without SL, now we have a problem. Now we have a problem. How do you trade takeouts? You mean breakouts? There's actually a video on my channel of how exactly I trade breakouts. This is how I trade a pullback, and how I trade a breakout is literally the video is called Breakout Strategy. It's a popular video. If you scroll back in my channel, this one, my breakout videos. Oh, almost 100k views on this video. That's sick. Almost 100k views. Look, this video gets 100k views, but yesterday I drop a banger video, no one wants to watch it. I don't get YouTube these days, man. Only 1,000 people want to watch it with 80k subs. It sucks. Even look at last week's video, did extremely bad. But this video I had to put out so people understand the differences between Forex and futures. I get this question a lot, and it's good for me to redirect people to this, but it was a very unpopular video. I was awake when coin launched. I can't get in because it wasn't listed. By the time it's listed on exchanges, you're late. You're late, you're late. Day in the life of are not very popular. They are some of the most popular videos. Day in the life of, especially on YouTube. Like if I name it vlog, no one's gonna watch it, right? Day in the life is more popular than naming it vlog. I'm spending too much time watching live charts than watching your videos. Set a schedule, man. Just put a schedule. Can you show how you take fake outs? I think there's a video on that. We'll have to cheat. Work on some new thumbnails and the views will probably skyrocket. Now YouTube has thumbnails experiments, so I've experimented with multiple thumbnails, the ones we use. So every video I post, every video I post, there's maybe 5 thumbnails put on that video, and then YouTube chooses which one, and we have different ones, so it ends up choosing which one it wants to show. So it's already been experimented with, and thumbnails are, you know, they're done professionally. They are good, you know, like this is nice. I like this thumbnail. This is a pretty sick thumbnail in my opinion. This, we always keep this one simple. It seems to do the best, you know. Pretty sure high percentage still, bro. If support and resistance has been wicked through, would you consider it mitigated or weaker perhaps? No, I wouldn't count it as anything, to be honest. Because the wicks are doing what the candles could not do, right? That's why we like to have a candle close above a resistance or support. Because that's what makes it the difference, right? What makes the difference is that the candle was able to close above. Sometimes wicking to a zone strengthens the zone, not weakens it. Because if a zone keeps getting tapped, it makes it stronger sometimes. But the time that it does break through, you normally have an aggressive breakout, right? Put attractive girls on your videos, watch them skyrocket. Yeah, I mean, that does work on YouTube. But I like to post some more lifestyle content. You know, I enjoy filming that. It's a lot more fun than technical videos. But no, everyone wants to watch it. What should I title lifestyle content then? You know, that's what I need to think about. Because if I name it vlog, no one watches it. Maybe just title it what happens. Day in the life, people are saying that doesn't work anymore. Cheers, man. Take care, Space. Because this video has so much by 50 minutes, 50k Hermes. This video has a lot of value. You guys should check out. Like, there's a small part of the video is a vlog, but there's a lot of value in recaps there. 10,000 winning a trade. I've shown profits and I've shown without profits. It's actually, the video did worse when I showed profits, for sure. I checked that. Everything with POV day in the life will not perform good as before, I heard. Interesting. Yeah, I need to check. Okay, what should I change it to? I'll experiment. Next week video coming out though is gonna be a good technical video. Need over dramatic expression for thumbnail with profit. Tried it, didn't work. We tried it on this video. We had 3 thumbnails on this video, 1 over expressive. But I really enjoy lifestyle vid, will watch yours. It's a very small section of the video. because it's very hard to film in the races. I wanted to make the vlog longer, but you can't speak there, man. There's no way you can hear each other. I can't speak to the camera. It's just super loud, you know, with the cars. Like it's very, very, very loud. So you can't speak. You can't speak. It's too loud. Brother, would you visit another country for sharing your knowledge, like get new terms, pretty interesting for you? You mean like in person? What race was it? 24 hour? Yes. Like an in person? I mean, yeah. Day in the life with Harry the trader, aka the massive biceps. I'll take it as a compliment. Thank you very much. We should do a meetup in Dubai. This needs to be done, man. This needs to be done. We need to do just like a meet and greet in Dubai. Needs to be done, needs to be done. I'm ready whenever. It's just like most of the people are international, so they'd have to travel here just for a meetup. Make sure the patrol's running. I'm not sure what to do with the patrol. It's still in the garage. I'm still trying to decide. I'm trying to decide, do I take out... I want to take out maybe and put in, make it NA. But I'm wondering if it's possible to take out my turbo, my pistons, my low compression pistons, and keep them to the side. Is that possible? Keep your low compression pistons on the side, put them in later? You can? How does the LTA on higher time frame affect the way you trade? Basically, if there's no LTA on higher time frame, you're going to have a resistance there, right? Because what replaces an LTA is support and resistances. So if there's no LTAs on higher time frame, and you're going to be trading into 4-hour resistance, daily resistance, etc, etc. Absolutely, just put new rings on when you reinstall them. Okay, that's interesting. I might do that. Make the car NA, take out my low compression, put high compression piston. The rest is ready. Everything else is ready. Because they have to change the bloody crankshaft, bro. So they'll have to remove the rods, not the rod. They don't have to remove the rods. They just have to remove the clips at the bottom, whatever you call it, what connects to the rods. So they have to remove that anyways. So it's a good chance while I'm paying for labor charge. Fly it over to me, I'll do it for free. Bro, you send me back a Barra engine, bro. I'll say, where's my TB48? You said Barra is gonna be in my house. Go low compression and high boost. That's what I have now. I have low compression, high boost, but I'm thinking to change from my car to be boosted to my car to be NA. Might want to go for NA for a while. I've been on boosted cars for quite a long time. So maybe it's time for a change. Do electric? Bro, come on. What is this? Monstrosity. So big dump here on gold. I wonder if the cells will start playing below this kind of a 4. Move this down to here. Put this as 15. That is still an option. But remember, we still have that buy option as well. Did you consider previous 4 hour? Yeah, it's there, no? Oh, this one down here? It wouldn't matter anyways, because by the time you're looking for sells, would be below it. Plus, we've crossed through now twice, right? 1, 2. Please, what pair is this? I need to pass my prop firm this week. I'm in drawdown and I need help. Well, if you don't know what pair it is, you're not going to pass your prop firm challenge. I'll tell you that much. If you can't even understand what you're looking at, you're not going to pass a prop firm, bro. I'm telling you the truth. Why are you spending money on prop firm to end up with this shit? You need to be locked in. Like, come on. Give them your money, no problem. But you're not going to get anything back. At least spend your money somewhere when you get something back. And I'm not telling this to shit on you. I'm telling this to help you. People think it's a Willy Wonka ticket, you know, golden ticket you're going to find. It doesn't work like that. Yes, you pass it with luck. Then what? You know, passing a challenge does not pay you. Wake up call. Steps after that. You need to. So if you pass a challenge consistently, following a plan that you can replicate over time, guess what? You can continue trading on that funded account, which is the end goal. The end goal is not to pass the challenge. To pass the challenge is exactly what it says it is. It's a challenge. That's what you're challenging yourself to do, is pass. And once you pass, then the real stuff starts, right? I mean, not the real. I would say passing the challenge is going to be the hardest part, you know? And depending on your emotional state, if you start breaking plan, thinking you can do more, you're going to fail even after passing the challenge. But if you keep disciplined and keep expectations low and just slowly scale, yeah, the hardest part would be passing the challenge. Unless you do it by luck, but that could be an expensive way, you know? So I wouldn't recommend that way because you don't learn anything in the process. So we'll see. Set up 2 option maybe. DAX, look at the price, 890. It's still in the range. It's bearish. We have to get back above like 906, 907. Then we're back up in the range. Do we have news today? No, we don't. We have bank holiday today in New York session. What happens if you blow a prop firm real account? Well, you're back to square one, right? It's what I always say. You're one step away from being back to square one. You don't get second chances with prop firms. That's the difference. You also don't get second chances with a real account. If you blow your whole real account, that's it. And that's the one dangerous thing I tell people. It's much easier to make money on a real account because the minute you start, you're going to make money if you know what you're doing, of course. And that's a big if. I'm telling you, many people don't make money because they don't know what they're doing. But if you already have a profitable method and a profitable strategy, then it's much easier to make money on a live account because it's plug and play. But the problem is, if you're not at that stage, if you don't have good emotional control, if you're a FOMO trader, etc., bro, you have something in your hand that could be extremely risky because you could just ramp that lot size up and just in one day lose everything. In one day lose everything. So you have to be very, very disciplined, you know. Like, I have a very, very, very good discipline to know when to stop, you know. Which is better, funded or trade your own money? I would always prefer long term to trade your own money. But funded I think is great opportunity. But the problem is people are not prepared enough to pass funded challenges, you know. You need good preparation. You need to spend time learning, applying the knowledge. And I can see it from all the guys in the exclusive group. They all have a similar journey when it comes to that. And they're putting in work to pass a challenge. And it's a process. It's not like it's a process. That isn't to say there isn't no process on a live funded account. I mean, on your own account. But with a challenge, you know, it also poses different factors in your trading. You know, conditions are always worse on a funded account. And that makes things harder. It's like, it puts this saying into perspective, guys. If you make one mistake, stupid mistake, every single week, for one mistake, guys, I'm only talking about one mistake. Listen to this very carefully, guys. Open your ears. If you only make one mistake that costs you 1%, and that's making a mistake with proper risk management, not bad risk management. God knows how high this number gets with bad risk management. One mistake per week that does not follow your plan, so it ruins your probabilities over the year. At the end of the year, you are minus 52% because there's 52 weeks in a year. So you already have to make over 52% extra for making it. That's how tight margins become, right? What account size do you recommend for trading on your own account? That's personal, man. That's all gonna be in your budget. It doesn't matter what size you use. It's a personal thing. The main thing is the skill. Me and you can take the same trade. You can risk $10,000. I can risk $1,000. I can risk 10. You can risk $100. We both took the same trade. It's the same skill set. It's just one has a bigger risk tolerance or more experience to risk more. Right? Say again the last thing. It's on YouTube recorded, but if you make one mistake per week that costs you 1%, that ruins your probabilities, right? Long term, you're minus 50% end of year. You know, it's like 50% extra you have to gain to make that back if you're making that consistent 1%. So that makes trading harder. You know, and I don't think people understand that. It's like compounding. Everyone talks about how compounding is very, very, very strong, right? But compounding also works on the reverse effect, right? You know? What's the difference between trading gold on Forex and futures? Very simple. This is why I made this video. Exactly talks about it in this video. So go watch this video. Now people understand why I made this video. And leave a like. Hi, why are you not buying like 200k 5 funding accounts and just copying your trades from personal to bro stonks? Bro stonks? What's bro stonks? Because first of all, they'll deny when they see this multi-copying like that. Secondly, 5 funding accounts. There's 5 companies. I think there's only 2 companies out there that probably pay on that size account. The rest I don't think pay, unfortunately. Stonks you can profit? No, stonks is a code word for stocks. So you'd have to do that. You'd have to do that with, I would say you could buy off 2 firms, probably 1 firm. Which 2? Probably FTMO. There's 2 others that I just don't know enough people personally who do it, who trade on them. But I know people have got paid out from ACG and probably 5%ers, but FTMO for sure. I've seen that most consistent over the years. Do you have any advice for me? I know and trust my setups, but I close trades too soon when I have done the prop firm challenge. I'm afraid I can't overcome this fear. Plan. If you have a plan where to close the trade, that's how it is. I never did a prop. Is that the deal? You can copy trade from a primary. Yeah, that's the other prop firm I said. Mad6 is 5%ers. You cannot copy. They can if you. Yeah. If you have IC copying to FTMO and the other one, they can deny payout because of copy trades. They could. But I don't think they would. But they could if they really wanted to. Tradesharpe, I'm sure there's a lot of people from Dubai on YouTube ready for a meetup. Yeah, let's look into that, man. But if you copy FTMO to your main, then 100% they won't deny it. They won't deny it. But I doubt they would. But multiple account copying like that, I don't think it would work though. I'd have to try it to see it myself, copying multiple tons of accounts. Maybe. I pass phase 1 easily and I go through huge drawdown in phase 2. Why can that be? Psychologically issue? Rushing issue, right? You get excited that you're in phase 2 and you rush the process. Phase 2 should be slower than phase 1. Phase 2 should take just as much as time as phase 1 because you're really locked in, because now you have on phase 1, you're basically taking one trade. You put in risk. The risk that you paid is how much you paid for the challenge, and now you're basically taking one trade with 10 chances. Or less if you're using, less if you're using whatever. Then, what happens is when you get to phase 2, it's like, oh, this should be easy, I'll do it in half the time. Yeah, it could happen in good market conditions, but people normally rush the process, treat it different. When now in phase 2, you actually have risk, because now if you pass this, you're actually getting paid, right? Because not only are you going to get your money back, I think, but you're going to also have an account, so it is much worth it. I'm currently IC's main 2 FTMO account copy and it works good, but I don't know after passing how it goes. I don't think it will be too much of an issue, man. I doubt it, but copying 5 200Ks, I feel like maybe could, but I don't know, I don't know. But I just know for a fact there's not a prop firm, there's not 5 prop firms out there with that size funding that will pay out consistent. 2% on that prop firm is 4K. I know people who requested a $50 payout from a prop firm and they denied it. $50. We've had it, 15-minute close on DAX. No, it needs to be closing above this resistance up here. So we'll see how it goes. I'd like to see the plans here as well. Now we're into it. So looking for sells below here. I don't agree with the sells at all. Sells I won't agree with here today. Very hard to take sells. It could work, but to be honest, you would already be losing the sell because you would have maybe taken a sell soon. DAX buys above all-time high. Yeah, this is a simplistic plan. If we have a chance inside the range, we should look at that. Still same breakout, people looking for breakout. Okay, see this GJ plan here. After gold, pullback for buys, I agree. Only pullback buys make sense. Yes. Sell below, I agree. Yeah, this is good. Deep pullback for buys, structure above for buys. Yeah, this was later buys above. Yeah, that could make sense. Structure first we would need. Same plan. This one almost at weekly. I don't like this buy. Yeah, I feel like chasing. I agree with what you said here. You kind of talked yourself out of it, but this is the correct talk yourself out of it. This was the move. Absolutely correct. What time frame is this on? 5. Nice change of structure. Yeah, that's not bad actually. Oof. Where's that happening? Oh, that was from there? Yeah, that was the same trade I was looking at. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense though. Advisable to trade CAD pair this evening? I won't trade this evening. Right? I won't trade this evening because of all of this Trump stuff going on. There's plenty of days to trade. Don't put yourself in a bad position. Structure, then close above for buys. Yeah, that's the simplistic plan. The breakout as well, same plan as me. Fair enough. Let's have a look at Ammo's plan here. If we see rejection here, second structure said yes, good. Need some PA to tell us what's yes. Pull back for buy, perfect. That's fair. Yep. Clean zone above, structure yes. Buys above, good. Yeah, mainly all good here. Everything looks good. Potential sells I don't agree with though, but we discussed that. It's against bias. Make sure it has structure, not to get caught or fake out. I just won't sell today this early. There's so many chances to sell later. We have huge range. S1 buys above. Don't agree with. Want structure first, then buys above. So make sure to mention that. Pullback, yes, but we have this in the way. So a little bit more detail, need pullback for buys. Agree with this here. Buys above 4 hour, break of structure with structure. Sells below, I agree with. That's it. S5 buy from down here. Yeah, that would work. Not prefer, with pullback. Just keep it with, but yes. And this, what's planned? Unsure? We discussed it. Can you have a look? Good AUCAD, I'm up in good profit. Yeah, we can have a look at AUDCAD. How about you send your chart so we can see where you entered, because I don't know where you entered, right? So if you tell me where you entered, do I even have AUDCAD? I don't even have AUDCAD. Because I can't know what's going on, you know, with it. Probably took one of these setup 2s or something. Then you're just looking to the left for target, right? So you're almost at target here. I would say somewhere in this zone is going to be a good zone to secure. Maybe as we approach this 8961 here, need to be watching it for sure. 4 hour, we almost tapped. 4 hour is definitely going to be a major target here as we tap 4 hour resistance, right? That's always your targets. Daily we have cross, but 4 hour definitely going to be a zone where you look to, yeah, 4 hour definitely a zone where you look to, but even where we're tapping in right now makes no sense for this to lose, you know, at this point. Targeting 4 hour, yeah, that's a fair target. What's the best wallet to sell transfer coins with low cost, spread and fast? Depends. I mean, Binance is a centralized exchange, so you won't get all the coins. What lot size do you recommend with a $500 account? You need to calculate 1% of that account, 1%. Should we wait for breakout retest of the level? Not always, no. If you have structure, you can just wait for closes. Why is Trump talking for what? No, Trump today comes into office. So if you don't know, he got elected to become president. And the transition happens today. That's why they have a bank holiday today. Trump is talking live streams. Oh, in that sense? Yeah. But he was asking about that. I mean, yeah, that's probably why he's pumping Bitcoin right now. I mean, all day today could be a little bit sporadic. Martin Luther King Day? Yes, that's the main reason. You are correct. It is the main reason. Gold may melt after Trump? Maybe, if dollar strength comes back in again, yes. Alright, gold might come to the sell zone or create support. I'm interested to see what's GJ doing. GJ dumped. GJ's bullish bias, so hard to sell for me. I'm minus 4% on 25 account. What do you think I should do? You should first investigate what made you minus 4%. Lack of following a plan, or do you know what you're doing? Like, honest, right? You have a plan. So you have to realize what's going on. And if you're just not a competent trader, you need to maybe invest some time and invest in yourself to get the information, get the knowledge to be able to give yourself feedback and make yourself a better trader, because you're just going to end up going minus 5, 6, 7 below the account. So use the account to learn how to trade, right? Use the account to learn how to trade, and you can reduce your risk in the process. Or if you know what you're doing, then find out. It's very hard for me. Like anytime someone asks me, hey, what's going wrong? I always ask them to show charts. We discuss that. Everyone in the group, when they're like, Harry, I'm struggling a bit, the first thing I do is like, show me what you're doing. That's the first thing I ask them to do, is show me what you're doing. I need to see what's happening, because maybe it's just a bad rut. Like, it happens. I've been through bad ruts, you know, and you can't let that knock confidence and make people feel like they don't know what they're doing, you know, because really it can just be a bad rut. It's 4% in the big scheme of things is not much. At one point you'd be making that monthly, you know. I need to post the links for all the trades we got. We had a 3-trade back-to-back. Actually, no, there was a break-even. That break-even was supposed to be a win. If it was, we would be in a 3-trade win, back-to-back win streak without break-even. But some pretty big trades. I'm minus 1.53% on my 10K. Should I be worried? Brother, this is like one trade, you know? You shouldn't be worried. If that's going to worry you, then you need to figure out why you're having so much worries and what's going on, you know? Yeah, like Brave said, if you're following your plan, why should you be worried? So that's how it is. Guys, I'm just going to go to the toilet. Leave a like on the stream for volume here in the markets. Let's get it. Almost 500 of us in here. Goal is to get to 600 viewers and we do the giveaway, guys. We're close. We just need 100 viewers more, basically. 140 viewers. We're close. We're close. And then big giveaway. So make sure to leave a like. Show some love on the stream. We're up here from Monday to Friday, banging out, man. I don't think anyone has stayed this consistent during London, shown you this much, and off to, you know, we want to keep it a strong start here. So gonna be back. Give me a second. Guys, you should watch Friday's trade. That was a nice little sweat. We should put them in the journal here. What do we need to put? We need to put, what is this? 15, 16, 17, all of those links. Let's do that quickly so people have it. 15, share, copy. 16th. Friday's trade, how much was it from stop loss, guys? Like 1 point? 1 point from stop loss? 1 point from stop loss to a 42 point banger, bro. 42 point banger. Next transition of time zone will be when? It will be, I think, March or April. Someone can clarify when daylight savings changes, but should be March or April. Which one do you prefer? Well, for the guys who have daylight savings, it doesn't change anything. But for who doesn't have daylight savings, what do you prefer? The later or earlier one? Personally, I'm earlier. I think April in the US, then yeah, it would be around the same in Europe. If your leverage is high, why don't you put most of your capital in an interest savings account and risk like 5%? Make the dollar amount the same since your drawdown is low. I'm not sure what you mean by what does that have to do with leverage. Leverage just gives you buying power. It's like it's basically like a loan. There earlier. Yeah, but then we have a weird week where I think it's like a 1 week difference. It's always a weird week when they're like that. It's annoying because then they're out of sync. 3 minutes for the 5 minute to close above this zone. I wonder if it can do it. Am I bullish or bearish or neutral for USD? In the next like couple of weeks, I probably think we see a pullback on USD. Yeah. So in the next couple of weeks, we kind of see this calm down a bit. So that could mean I'm not higher time frame bearish yet. But in the short term, yeah, I'm could see a pullback on USD for sure. Where's my Dixie? You know. Yeah. DAX in 3 minutes? Yeah, I'm looking at it. Yeah. Maybe today it wants to do a little bit of crazy business, one more stab higher, but definitely do think we are due. We'll have to see if this 30 becomes a problem here. We do have this wick retesting here. We'll have to see. Which software you use for the stream? OBS. So I would like to see this candle above here in 1 minute close above. If it doesn't close above, I don't really have an entry. It will not follow my rules. So we'll see here, 54 seconds. DAX, I don't make assumptions because the last 10 seconds it can close above. That's how DAX works. But I would also like to reiterate, this is the importance of waiting for closures. Anyone impulsively buying break of this zone, you're in a bit of trouble right now. Doesn't mean that they're going to lose, but it's tough, you know, you don't have the confirmation. Whereas if something had closed above, at least I have that confirmation that even if something is pulling back, we still have that confirmation to rely on. Right now you have no confirmation. So this does look like it is going to close below here. So it's going to be a no entry for me yet. We do have the 50-minute close about 5 minutes, so the next 5-minute candle can do it. We will just have to wait and see here. We'll have to wait and see if the next 5-minute candle does pop up here. Even if it does it in like one big candle, I still like it because it's not that big of a push here, right? Even if it closes somewhere here, still going to be about 13 points. Still gives us at least enough range. We have 15 points to the highs, and more importantly in this scenario is the break through the highs is kind of what I expect after. I just joined. What pair are you trading? Screen is not clear to me. Yeah, you need to change the quality, right? You're probably watching in low quality, so change your quality. There's like a settings icon, press it, change the quality. So let's come back to this and see in the meantime what else our pairs are doing. So gold here is trying to decide whether it wants to go up or down. If it creates a support here, let's see what 5 created. Yeah, it's clean towards the 5. GJ starting to move down. Would it be a bit near to the 30-minute resistance? Since it's only on a 30, that resistance, I would rely on just volume and trend and bullish structure to push through that. You know, I did have put a little box there just to see. Maybe we hit it, we tap, and it rejects that day. But again, this is one thing out of, look, even 1 hour, there's nothing there. 1 hour is a little bit higher. 15-minute is lower, you know. So the time we do close above, especially that now we've done the liquidity grab, if we're closing above, it's doing something what all of this structure could not do. Guess what? I just blew my $600 account now. Gold just cooked me. No, gold didn't cook you. You just didn't have risk management, so you got cooked. If you had risk management and just risked 1%, 2%, you would have come, oh, I lost a trade. Maybe I should go back and see what went wrong. I've lost 1%. It's not going to be the end of the world, right? Yeah, I'll give you some great advice, man. I'll give you some great advice. And this is going to cost you, it's not going to cost you $50, which is only how much my group costs. It's actually why I put this for free. Get my access to my free risk management course. Free. Free. And it helps you. And that's the whole reason I made this, is to stop people from losing. Because I understand people have a mindset where they're scared to invest $50 to learn something. But I don't like them losing $600. So this is why I made this one for free, to just show people like, listen, at least get this down. At least. He says this every day. Well, yeah, he's losing money every day, so he needs to stop it. If in 4% drawdown risking 1%, should we reduce our risk to 0.5? Not really, because then you're just going to make because if you start winning again, you're not going to recover the drawdown. If you don't know what you're doing, like you're just lost, then you need to gain feedback, man. You need to make sure if you're going in drawdown and you're not sure why, you need to understand why. That's more important than the drawdown. What's more important than drawdown is what caused the drawdown. Whenever I'm going in drawdown, I'm always asking myself and checking what's going on. Why am I going in drawdown? I'm currently up 2% and risking 1% fixed. That's perfect, man. That's perfect. You know, if you're up 2% now, you're risking 1%. That's enough. You know, I would say if you get to break even, if you want to be super safe and not allow your account to slip into drawdown, if your account gets back to break even, risk 0.5. And then once you're up 0.5, you can risk 1% again. If you lose that next trade, you'll only be down 0.5%. And then you can risk half again and you'll be back to break even. You see what I'm saying? It's a slower process but safer. Does that make sense what I just said? London Open incoming. It is coming here in about 42 seconds. We have London Open. This might bring the volume we've been waiting for. Are you looking for any trades at the moment? I'm looking for buys on DAX. We'll see after London Open. London Open can bring a big candle. If it brings it up, we might be seeing the breakout happen. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We're not creating the support here. We're actually trying to get into our selling zone. I would love to see a little candle close bullish and then close below. GJ is doing nothing for now. We kind of push pre-session. DAX is pushing down here before London Open. I wonder if London Open will open down here maybe. Liquidity grab up. We might see London open down actually. We'll see. This might flip here. Hopefully it can flip bearish grab liquidity to give us a move up. There we go. All right, so let's see if we can get the close above here, or if we're going to be looking for all-time high, which it seems like at the moment. Let's see how the 1 hour close. Again, a very bad 1 hour close for buys, but some volume. What's my height? I know in centimeters. I'm 6 foot. 180. I think 180 is not 6 foot though. I used to be 6 foot actually, but you know when you start squatting, I promise this is the case. I lost height when I started squatting heavy. Like when you start squatting heavy, you lose height. I promise. Couple of inches, not inches, but couple of centimeters are gone. When I was younger, I used to be like 182. Now I'm like 180. Volume is bad today on DAX. It's not that bad, man. We're coming close to, if you measure the ranges are not massive, right? Look, this is only a 15-point range, less 12-point range, right? But we can't be greedy. Like whole world and the uncle is greedy. You know how gifted we've been, how many breakouts we've traded, how much prices move. Like if it needs a day to relax, let it relax. People, this is where people lose money, is they like, imagine you missed all of this. Imagine you missed all of this and you're trying to chase it today. You know? So just let price show you its hand. Once it shows you its hand, we can react off it. And even if today fails because of low volume and we lose, it's okay. We've already been super gifted by DAX, you know. I want to see what gold is doing now. So gold closed at support. I would love to see gold actually close this candle bullish and the next one bearish for sells. But if it closes this bullish, we actually have a form of setup too. But we'll see in not form, but we will have a setup too. We'll see in about 12 minutes. 1 hour would have closed bearish here, so that supports more of the sell option. That supports more of the sell option, especially lower highs and lower lows on 1 hour. Yeah, you could imagine this flipping, right? So even if the buys do happen, there's a threat that the buys do roll over, right? So we have to keep that in the back of our minds. Which is why I don't like maybe first 15-minute candle close. I don't like the idea of just buying break of high. I prefer maybe like a 5-minute change of structure. Or get above maybe this on a 5. This would be nice. At least we're back inside of this range. Make a lot more sense. Last week was like your best week in your streaming history. It's a good week, very blessed. Strong. We had very strong breakouts. I don't think it's my best week, no. Back when we're trading GJ, I think best week. It's close though, it's close. Probably some of these times here. 12, 14, 15. This is pretty similar. 16. Yeah, it's close though. Definitely biggest moves in a single week, but it's all on scale, right? DAX moves a little bit, but it's definitely a it's definitely my best week in January. That's by far. January is a slower performing month. So this year so far, I have to keep it going for the next 10 days. I've smashed records by far, which I'm very happy with. Five-minute close here in about 30 seconds here. Let's see if we have the range. What is this looking like? 24 is pretty big, boy. Stops is a problem here, boys. Unless we get very deep liquidity grab, I can take this. So I want to see next. Ooh, that's actually messed it up. That last pump there. Yeah, last 5 seconds pushing up, making it very small range to the highs here. 8 points. This would be valid, but there's nowhere to put stops. How many percent you target a month? No target. No target. Man, I'm very tempted to go break of this high, but the stops is a problem. How big is the 1 minute stops here are 20 points. Target here is 8 points. 20 points is all the way up here. We need a very hard breakout. Yeah, this is, I know it's rejecting 1 hour as well. But it won't care about these levels if it's going up today. I'm just thinking if it's worth waiting for more confirmation. 8 points, you know, it's only 8 points. Like that literally can be our stop loss size on the next 5-minute candle closing breakout, right? Like if this 5-minute candle closes breakout, you're like 16 points, already smaller. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. Tough one without stop loss placement. And that's what matters, you know, it matters. $900 key level stops. It's right on top of structure. If it's gonna retest, at least stops just hover it here, just in case it wants to retest this structure sometime during the trade. You get stopped out there perfectly. Because my break-even level was gonna be this zone here. Because you don't know, it might not get out of the range. What videos would you recommend on your channel about setups, risk management, etc.? Probably the full free course, right? That's gonna cover a lot. But there's all separate videos on those that go in a little bit more detail. Free course is like it goes in detail, but I tried to keep the course as short as possible so that it's you get the information clear. This is good. This could be creating some structure here for us to catch that breakout. This is why stop loss placement is important, because if we're going to pull back here, you need to have a good stop loss to protect this pullback. If we had any stop loss placement here, 100% I'd be in this. I mean, 1 minute you could argue. You could argue the 1 minute for sure. It's still an option. But now with this candle closing in 1 minute, it might close bearish. We will see. We will see everything now. All information we shall get. Journal looks nice. Can you share? It's public. Just type exclamation journal in the chat or check the description. Would you be in with this structure while it's not closing above 1 hour? Just rip it. Which structure? We might get the 5 close above here. Let me keep an eye. If this closes above, makes bottom wick, I'll take it break of high. Stop loss below the 5. Alright, I'll take this if it breaks the high. Alright, go trigger that. Not short. Come on, Dex, let's go. Two minutes for this 5 to close. Would be good if it can close strong bullish. This will also be the 15-minute close. 15-minute has to close above here. 15-minute doesn't close above, I have to cut the trade. Doesn't make sense at that point. Would be a fake out. But I'll have to wait here at least 1 minute 40 seconds just to see how it closes. Because I'll make a decision based on closes only. We need to survive the next 15 bottom wick and then it needs to break the high. Breaking the high will be important. Hopefully it doesn't close below last minute. 3 seconds is pretty good chance it doesn't. So we have to survive this bottom wick now. Yeah, it didn't flip, made top wick and then came down first. Very interesting. So we're seeing selling pressure come in. 5-minute candle did close above, 15-minute candle did close above, but where's this bottom wick going to stop? Can the bottom wick stop? Like I said, we have to survive this bottom wick. Can it stop before coming back to this range here? And that is going to be the question right now. We need to see. Hopefully it can. It's a very strong 1 minute candle, this. So we'll see. Trump Day, Trump Day. Making it tough, Trump Day, huh? Mr. Trump, help us here. Trump Day making it tough. Yeah, maybe not the best idea to trade on Trump Day, but who knows? We had to try, right? Things looked normal. Things looked normal. But we'll see, it's not over yet. Alright, this has to reject now. If this pushes any lower, yeah, that stopped me out on broker. So I'm out of this trade, minus 1%. It was a good try. We got up into some profits here, but I didn't have any time to manage. So Trump Day, that's it. End of winning streak. Pretty long winning streak. Again, as I should play it safer. How many we got here? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trade winning streak. Pretty nice, to be honest. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Let's see what this was. 19 points. Not bad. Not bad, not bad. Buying at highs, buying the breakout, man, but no continuation today. It will happen. We don't know the time that it's not going to continue, right? So every single time we've taken the breakout, look how many times we've took it. We've took it once, twice, 64 points in one, 42 points in the other. Lot of continuation we got, but this time we attempted it, it didn't give us the continuation. Looking at management, I could have managed on the 1 minute time frame, but it was 15-minute open. When we have a 15-minute open like that, we know, like I said, we have to survive the bottom wick. Today we didn't survive the bottom wick. Last time, Friday, we survived the bottom wick, but it's not giving back too much profits here. It's okay, it happens. And this is the thing, like, I didn't go aggressive break even. If I went aggressive break even, we have a conversation, people telling me, bro, you go break even too quickly, you're going break, you don't give your trade a chance. So I gave my trade a chance today, and this is what happens. You have to accept the losses. So I don't want people telling me you should have gone break even in this, because that's how it's going to work, you know? That's how it's going to work. You can't tell me when we give trade a chance here, we gave trade a chance. We waited. We got nice 5-minute close above here. Breakout trade, all-time high. Looked good to me, but we didn't survive the bottom wick. This can still go up, and I'll just take another entry if we close above. But for now, it's just a fake out. And a fake out you can't avoid. If you look at it, we've actually been very blessed, because every single time, even if you bought this breakout, you still won. You bought this breakout, you still won. You bought this breakout, you still won. Go back and see all the breakouts we've been having. It still had continuation. Even this one had some form of continuation before it failed. So every single breakout you bought worked. Every single breakout. So yeah, you know, you can't really be upset that the one time you try it, it fails. It will happen. It's part of the game. You know, it's part of the game. It's just how it works. You know, you can't be upset that, oh, this time I took it, it failed. No, it doesn't work like that. You know, doesn't work like that. So that's it. See what happened. Yeah, this looks like it will be a fake out. We'll know in 8 minutes here, but it looks like it will be a fake out. 5 minutes, pretty strong bearish close. If it breaks the lows here, it probably will dump a little bit more here. What's 1 minute is changing structure at the time here. Like, you can't, only way I can avoid it is cut the trade here, but I'm cutting the trade pretty early on a 15-minute open. 15-minute open can make a bottom wick, you know. If this broke the highs and then we break this, yeah, that makes total sense. That makes sense. But you have to take these options, because if you didn't take this and it flew, I mean, it looked good. We were in good profits, but that's all we got. I guess we only got a push of 7-8 points. It's a good push, but not enough to close profits. It did its job. It did what it had to do. So it's totally fine. I would take that again 100 times. I mean, we've won this trade more often than not. Yo, Bram, good to see you, brother. So it's okay. I mean, the breakouts, I mean, 64-point breakout, we had 2.2%. It's insane, you know. It's a very, very big position. So this is you have to give it the shot, because that can happen again. That can happen again. Re-entry, I'm thinking re-entry. I don't like it. It's showing me lack of volume. Normally when DAX breaks out, it breaks out, right? We see a heavy breakout. Here we're just seeing lack of volume, and we're going to lose. Like, you either make the decision today, don't just trade on Trump Day. We don't know. Trump Day is seeming to cause some inconsistencies. Nice little fake out here. Gold is not doing anything. GJ as well not doing anything. You know, it's the whole London session is being slow at the moment. Everything. DAX, I think, will be a full fake out here. We'll see in 5 minutes. 5 minutes till this candle closes. If it closes all the way up here weak, I'm taking a buy again. No doubt about that. I'm gonna go in this trade again if it does that. If it closes deep back in the range, I have to wait. It seems it's a fake out. Did a bit of back testing on DAX, and it's always better below structure and not candle. I notice it respected structure. Yeah, it is always better. No matter, not only on DAX, every single pair you trade, it will be better below structure. The problem is, you don't always get the chance, but you still need to give it the opportunity, because if you waited for structure in this trade, if you waited for structure in this trade, you wouldn't have been able to get, or maybe one of these trades, there would be no chance of you getting in. So that's the thing, is that you don't always get the luxury to put stop loss below structure, but you just need to have a stop loss placement that makes sense. This stop loss placement made sense because it's back inside of the range. If it gets back in the range, you know it's a game over. Unfortunately, this got back in the range with one candle. If it got back in the range with maybe the first candle closing here, we can manage breaking the low, right? If something breaks the low, we can get out. Right, we can get out once it breaks the low, because there'll be a high chance it's, you know, starts to go down. But it did this in one candle. When it does it in one candle, there's nothing you can do about that. It's just how it is, right? You gave it a shot, and that's what happened. You don't control the markets like that, right? So it's pretty simple. Gold might close below. We'll see. Re-entry would be good. Yeah, it would be nice if we got it, but it's just rejecting. That's it. It's another win. This is just a business expense. I mean, to be honest, it's a matter of time before I took a loss because Jesus, I mean, it's been very. I have to be super grateful of how the start of the year has gone. It's very, very, very good. You know, just London session alone. You know, it was 4% before today. Now 3 point something percent. You know. Honestly, I know I should call at 4% because I've never traded January this good. Like if I was probably trading by myself here, I'd probably call January from now. You know, I'd just be like, that's enough for me because this is one of my strongest Januaries. So I'd probably have called January from then. And just, you know, chill and go into February, prepare myself for February. Because I've smashed records. Last January, I was like break even with commission. I was like minus 0.5%. The January before that, I was minus 2%. The January before that, I was losing traders. So this January, it's 400% better than last January. Well, it was 400%. Today, now it's still 300% better than last January, which is a massive improvement. And you should take it step by step. No need to push the limits, especially on a Trump day. But you know, I gave it the opportunity because it's a valid trade, you know. Obviously, we have stuff that can cause it to fail. Can I say that because today is a Trump day that this failed? I'm not sure. You know, it definitely could be a factor because it's just a fake out and I'm going to lose on the time it faked out. But in the past, how many times has it faked out? Barely any. Even this breakout here gave you good continuation, you know. This breakout here, even though it eventually failed, you got 46 points of continuation. It's a lot of continuation. Like it does look like a big fake out, but above the highs, 46 points is a lot. Today was only 8. So you go back, you check any other breakout we've been having, great continuation. Even, I mean, this was news, but even above any highs, let's take this high, you can see the continuation. 60 points of continuation. So the fact that there was so much continuation, you would be silly, you'd be kicking yourself if this closed above this easily and started flying. You know, like if we're gonna lose, you're gonna lose on this. No matter where I put stop loss today, no matter even if I entered the first entry here, there was no structure above my entry. Maximum on a good scenario, if I was being super conservative, I get out of the first entry at break even. But the stop loss on the first entry was gonna be about 25 pips, so a lot bigger. And look, you would have been stopped out perfectly. So overall, the trade I'm happy with. I would take over again. I won't really change much about this trade. It's just gonna happen. It's as simple as that for me. Gold failed to close below. Failed to close below. So to sell gold, guys, I need a close below here. I need a close below here. So because this could even close above and there'll be a buy option on gold. Yeah. So there still can be the buy option on gold. We give it a shot. GJ is a mess. I'm not going to touch GJ probably till we break out. So I don't want to trade inside this range. I'm going to take it there. GJ 15-minute setup 3 valid? No, it's not valid. Back into the weekly, monthly support. You better just to take it when it breaks out. You know? Yeah, for sure. In hindsight is a great thing, but the only thing I'm contemplating in this trade for improvement is the first break of 1 minute structure. But the problem, this was part of the 15-minute bottom wick. It's always tough, man. It's always tough. Because This is where 5 minute could do just a nice little pullback and then the next candle fly. We've seen that before. It's exactly what happened to us on Friday actually. Friday we had more trouble than just that. If you look at Friday's trade, this was Friday's trade. We entered, which one did I enter on? Oh, this is 5 minute. I entered on this one here. So you can see even 5 minute broke structure. And then still it went up bullish. Just got here morning. Good. Dodged a bullet, Joe. Dodged a bullet. Check this nasty little fake out today. A little sneaky fake out. I think price will just range. I'd like to note this was Trump Day today. Regardless, it's a USD bank holiday, so I think indices can be affected by USD bank holidays, you know? But I'd like to start logging this. It's always good to put in fine details. I took it, mate. Was valid. Looked good for me. Yeah, I took it as well, man. Don't worry. I took it as well. It's just the one that decided to do it, eh? You know? It's okay. It was valid. I mean, I see, that's my point. I don't think... Top failed because of the liquidity grab at the top. Okay, where's your Mr. Liquidity grab? Oh, no liquidity grab. 1000 pip banger. Oh, no liquidity grab. Oh, shit. Big green candles, no liquidity grab. Yes, the time that it does liquidity grab, people come and be the back seat driver and say it was the liquidity grab. So you can't always do that. Took the prior one. That one was a good winner, but did not take this one, not the day. Yeah, fair enough. If you chose not to trade today, I agree with that. I agree with it. Oh, shit. Oh. I agree, it's valid. Probably wasn't a good day to trade anyway. Yeah, but we wouldn't say that if it played out, right? That's the funny bit, right? Was there volume in the market? Yes, price was pushing nicely. Was there a setup? Yes. I mean, the only decision is you just don't show up at the charts today. Say today I'm not trading. Bank holiday, I'm done. No trading for me. That's the decision you make. Can't pick and choose, trade the plan, outcome or balance, no different to anything else we've taken? Yes. Also, there'll always be something to blame. Opportunity cost? Yeah, it was part of opportunity cost, right? Gold has been extremely slow during London session these days. Likewise with GJ. GJ is trying to come down here, but today I can't be a seller yet. I can't be a seller till NY because it will break my bias plans. Bias today is full bullish, previous daily bullish, 4-hour bullish. Plus 9 minutes for a close, it probably might just dump through, but at least no buys we got triggered into, anything like that. I think gold buys are going to make sense above this. This looks pretty good. We are rejecting it there. Yeah. If you're going to take gold buy, it's going to be above here. The only thing that can make you fail here is going to be what? Lack of volume. That's the only thing. You know, volume just decides to die out and price just starts dumping slowly. I think DAX might just range a bit. So yeah, for me, I'm not seeing much at the moment, and when I give it a shot like this and I don't see anything happening after, it's a good time to call it, because yeah, this DAX could end up creating a low here and start pushing bullish here. Who knows? But to give it a second shot after what I've seen so far, it's a big bold move to do that, man. You know, I think it's more messy than not. Big bold move that. You're kind of saying fuck it. For me, that feels like a FOMO trade. I'm really rather, for some reason, I just see this doing this. Because why are we not up here? We know when DAX break out, you have no chance to get in. This is giving everyone a chance to get in. So I'll probably take another breakout, because that will be safe. Contemplating if there's a re-entry if we get another breakout. I know, that's what I'm contemplating too, but can DAX double fake out? It's possible on a day like today, right? It's possible on a day like today. Double fake out. It's possible. Most likely, yeah. Yeah, on a day on a bank holiday. I do think USD bank holidays might affect European stock markets maybe. But there is volume. Like, it's not like we're completely dead, but we're seeing a lot of this ping pong movement, you know. A lot of ping pong movement. We'll see. I'll be interested to see how this plays out. I wouldn't be surprised, like right now, I wouldn't be surprised for it to do a pop here about 8 pips to the 15, and then we see what happens. Could it be an S6? No, there's no S6 here for sure. We close back inside of the range here. S6 would have been it rejected from right here. You have roughly the right idea, but it would have rejected a lot earlier. Then we actually would have been able to, then we would have, yeah, still we wouldn't have survived actually. We wouldn't have survived even if it went for the S6. But not when it closes back in the range. When it closes back in the range, it invalidates that. So yeah. Anyways, I appreciate everyone showing up. Part of the game. We will push on strong tomorrow and see what happens. Hopefully the markets don't get too messed up over tonight with everything going on later on. Stay safe. Obviously, a little bit of fake outs happening. Not avoidable if you decide to trade. It's just how these things work, you know. I'm happy with the trade here. I'll take this 100 times because I know I win more often than not on this. And it's how it works. Now, the sad thing is that I'm not seeing any other setups. Would be nice to just get stopped out and then it just be a liquidity grab. And then we still continue and we have an aggressive move and can get back in. Those are fun. But now it just looks like we're getting stuck in a range. You can start to see it here rejecting, and it looks like it's getting messier and messier. And I'm sure there's going to be tons of people trying to force a trade. A lot of people probably took that breakout, but it just didn't work today, you know, and it will work again, and I'm not worried. So I appreciate everyone showing up. Good lesson to show. Sometimes you just can't manage your position, and that's why you have SL there in the first place. Dragging SL today would have punished you. Moving SL below structure as well, you would have got extremely punished because it would have stopped you out and then looked like it went in the direction. You probably would have taken a buy again out of FOMO and frustration, and then you went in a bit of profit. You're happy. Now look where you are. So remember, there's a lot of positives to discipline, and that's one of them. So let's see what happens tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Hopefully have an amazing day. And yeah, take care, trade sharp, and speak to you guys very, very soon. Peace. See you guys.